So I'm going to show you how to use Pickle. And by the way, if you go to the website, I've got the Pickle module here, and I also have some code for how to spider a website here. I'm going to show you that in just a second because I skipped that part. But the Pickle code, if you download it, looks like this. And I've done you the favor already of writing two functions, one that's called save data, one that's called load data. You'll notice save data takes a dictionary and saves it to a file. Load data doesn't take any arguments, but it will pull from that same file. All you have to do is change your file name here, and it will return a dictionary. So it makes it real easy to work with Pickle. The only thing I didn't do here is close my Pickle file. I don't know why I did not do that. Let's say fpickle close. You probably want to remember to do that too. Okay, so I'm going to take these. By the way, that file has some things to play around with down there, but I'm going to take these and I'm going to bring them into my fruit stand. And I still have this, okay? The only time I need this is if the file doesn't exist. So I'm going to use that os.file exists to load that data if the file doesn't exist. So I'm going to say if os, and I need to import os. Okay, so import os path exists, and I'm going to say a11pickle.txt. Then it's going to say dfruit equals load data. If it doesn't exist, so that would be the else, we're going to make dfruit from this. Okay, so when I start the program up, it's going to say, does that file exist? If it does, load the data from the file. If it doesn't, do this. And what I'm going to do right now, let me see, data loaded. I'm going to print data created from scratch. Okay, so there's that. And then as soon as I create this, I'm going to go ahead and save it to a data file, because why not? Save data, dfruit. Now that file will exist. And so I've got now save data, load data, and I've got a if else that will start the program by making sure that there's the freshest data available. So now, after I remove fruit or add fruit, I want to save the data. So right before the return statement, I'm just going to go save data. And right here is, that's my dictionary. So I'm going to save that. That's what I'm going to save back. And after I add fruit, I'm going to save it again. And now I have a program that can save and do all of that stuff. So let's delete this file. That's my data file. Delete it. And now if I run this, you can see, okay, it says data created from scratch, which means it loaded that from the structure in the code, and then it saved it. So here is my list. That's my fruit. Let's add a fruit. Okay, so I've got my orange, apple, banana, and grapes here. And let's stop the program here. And there is my file. Okay. Now, remember what I told you. Pickle saves it not as plain text, it saves it as binary. So when you open that text file, even though it says it's a text file, you get binary code in here, which is going to look like garbage to you. That's okay. Now, if I run that code again, now you can see it doesn't create the new file. It just loads it. And then if I list that stuff, you can see that my grapes are still there. So now if I remove something, okay, I removed the apple. If I quit the program and then I rerun it, loads that data again, apple's still gone. Okay? So that's it with the pickle piece of that.